Hello everybody, it's Andrew Hutchings here, and this video is about why would you measure your food? And personally, I don't measure food, but I also don't diet down to contest shape, that degree of leanness. But you don't actually measure food because you're gonna see how many calories are in it, how much protein's in it, and you're gonna calculate exactly what your body needs. Oh, this formula says my body needs 83.7 grams of fat and 273.5 grams of protein. No, you're never gonna know exactly how many grams of protein, fat, carbohydrates, everything that your body needs. Why measuring your food can be good is because if you measure all your foods, then you know how much you're currently eating, and you can choose to lower it by like 5 or 10% or 20% or however much you want. If you're not measuring, you don't know how much you're actually eating, and you don't know how much you actually lowered it. You may think that you decreased your total intake by like 10%, but who knows, maybe you, without really thinking about it, put a little bit more sauce on something, or then you decide to just eat a little extra bite of something else. Who knows? But you don't actually know exactly how much you're eating probably. So when you keep track and you weigh it, or you keep track of it somehow, by knowing how much you're currently having, you can change accurately for the future. And that's it. It's just like getting your blood work done. If you're going to take anabolic steroids, and I'm not saying to do that, I'm not a licensed physician, no medical advice, but it's very wise to get your blood work done. That way you know how it is to begin with, and then you get it done after you're done with all the steroids and after you think you've recovered. I mean, even better if you can get it done while you're on them too. And you can see how it is compared to your beginning blood work. Now, of course, remember that your blood levels of things are always changing. You take 3 draws of blood in one day, you're going to get 3 different results. You take 3 draws of blood on 3 different days, you're going to get 3 different results. So if you want it to be really accurate, do it on multiple different days. When you do it again, do it at the same time of day that you originally did it. But no matter how much you try to mimic the circumstances that you first got your blood work done, you're not going to be able to mimic them exactly. Maybe you're slightly sick and you don't even realize it. Maybe you got a bad night's sleep. Maybe you got too good of a night's sleep compared to your first time. You're not going to be able to mimic it, but by doing multiple different draws, you can average them out and get a better approximation to compare the 2 different time periods. So yeah, that's just like why you would measure your food, because you have a baseline and you can see, well, it's not because you're going to look at how it's changed, it's because you're going to deliberately change it in respect to that baseline. If you have no baseline, you really don't know what you're changing. I mean, you do, like if you know that, oh, I eat 4 eggs a day, yeah, that's measuring though. But if you're just like, oh, I eat a lot every day and now I'm going to eat less, yeah, if you change it drastically, you can do that. But when you're trying to make smaller changes and be incremental, it's not going to work out as well. I hope you like this video. Check out my other videos. I don't know how many hundreds I've got by now. Make recommendations for other videos in the comments. Be specific about exactly what you want, and I'll make videos on it. And my website is andrewhutchings.org. It is currently only functioning for consultations, but that is my #1 service I'm offering. They are not medical advice consultations, but they are consultations with a scientist, consultations with a health expert, consultations with a fitness expert. So your consultation can be about medical science, can be about fitness, can be about diet, whatever you want it to be about. And if I can't answer it or I don't know, I'll simply say so. My Instagram is natural_true_fitness. Oh yeah, also my consultations for limited time are only $50 per hour. I'm normally going to charge $100 per hour. For the time being, price will only go up in all likelihood. $100 an hour is a very good deal if you think about how much you pay to go to doctors or other health professionals. Because usually you go to them and your problems stay with you. They don't get fixed. You don't learn anything. Nothing changes. Maybe you get a bit worse. Maybe you get some medications out of it. I'm a big fan of get as many medications from your doctors as possible, because at least you got something from the doctor visit. Maybe it'll be useful some other day. Yeah, but I wrote a book on tendinitis because people go to the doctor for tendinitis, wherever your tendinitis is, and they don't get better. Then they go to another doctor, and another doctor, and another doctor. Then they go to a physical therapist, then they go to a chiropractor, then they go to whatever. And they've just spent thousands of dollars, and they've wasted however many days, weeks, months, years of their life. Like, some people go years with tendinitis, and it's still affecting their life, diminishing the quality. And time is your most valuable thing in life. You only have one life. You only have so much time. So if you lose a day, or a week, or a month, or a year to bodily pain, hindering you from enjoying life and doing the things you love, you're never going to get that back. So if you do have tendinitis, you would really benefit from my book, because you will save, number one, time, number two, money, and you'll be enjoying life. That's kind of combined with time, because if you're not enjoying life, I don't count that as time well spent in life. So yeah, book a consultation, buy my book. Hopefully should get it published like this week. I'm not too busy. I'll find a publishing place, change one chart in the book to a better chart that I think of. Probably read it over again, since I finished it over like 7 months ago. But yeah, as soon as I find a publishing place that will put my cover, because I have a publishing place, but they don't want to put my custom cover on the book. And I made a custom cover, and I want it on my book. It's a good book, deserves a good cover, not a generic cover. It's going to have extra thick pages, because it's a good book. It shouldn't have cheap, thin pages. It's going to have a hard cover, because if you are paying for my book, which is a great book, it should be great quality that it's made with, not only the great information. Plus, you're going to pay $100 for it at least. I mean, that's on the 50% off sale, most likely, because $200 is very reasonable for it when you consider all the doctor's appointments, physical therapist appointments, massage therapists, chiropractors, all the stuff you're doing. But number one, time, because chances are your tendinitis is not going away. So you're losing valuable time that you could be enjoying life, like I already said.